Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IS Academy. So today in this session I am going to discuss one of the most important event which is going to be held in Europe. Yes, you heard me right, that is European Parliament elections. So recently India के elections के result आ गए हैं and NDA is going to form its government. Now European Parliament elections. So European Parliament elections are scheduled in this week only and the date is from 6th June to 6 to 9 June. Clear? Now we should understand that who can vote and what is the procedure of voting method. Around 373 millions. Now remember this thing, that around 373 million people or the population across 27 member states of European Union, they are eligible to vote. Getting my point? So remember this thing, around 373 million people across 27 countries are eligible to vote from 6th to 9th June to the European Parliament. And let me tell you that European Parliament is the only directly elected body of European Union. Remember this thing. This is how election takes place. Getting my point? So European Union की जो directly elected body है, that is European Parliament. So European Parliament is the only directly elected body of European Union. Getting my point? So these are some of the important facts with respect to European Union as well. Now, we should understand that what is the procedure, how members are elected. So let me tell you. First of all, with respect to European Parliament, now European Parliament basically represents the citizens of member states. Yes. So European Parliament, it actually represents the citizens of member states. Now, second important thing here is the primary function of this European Parliament include negotiating EU laws. इनका मेन काम क्या होता है? यूरोपियन यूनियन लॉज में नेगोशिएट करना, बिकॉज डिफरेंट मेंबर स्टेट्स peoples are there. Getting my point? So they actually negotiate on EU laws with member state governments. For example, EU एक body है, तो इसमें जितने भी 27 member states हैं, like Germany, Italy and all, इन सभी का member होगा. Clear? तो यहां पर जो भी laws होंगे यहां पर negotiate किया जाएगा. अब ये negotiate करने किससे आपको करना पड़ेगा? इन 27 member countries के state government से. Getting my point? So in this European Union only negotiations are there. तो अब एक चीज याद रखिएगा, European Parliament they do not have the right to propose laws. They only have the right to negotiate laws. Getting my point? So basically they negotiate EU laws with member state governments which are represented by European Council. So those member state governments are represented in European Council. Getting my point? Now, another most important function of European Parliament, that they also approve the European Union budget and they also vote on international agreement. अब मान लीजिए EU को किसी कंट्री के साथ इंटरनेशनल कोई अग्रीमेंट साइन करना है, तो वो कौन करेगा? यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो दे अप्रूव EU budget, that is European Union budget, and they also vote on international agreements and enlargement of the bloc. Getting my point? So they actually vote on this enlargement of the bloc. Getting my point? So ये सबसे important चीज है. Now apart from this, European Parliament also has the power to approve or reject the appointment of European Commission President. Yes. So they are having the power to approve or reject the appointment of the President of European Commission. Clear? And its commissioners. तो ये किसके पास पावर होती है? यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट के पास. नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, करेंटली हु इज द प्रेसिडेंट? सो जो प्रेसिडेंट है अभी यूरोपियन commission की, that is from Germany, clear, whose name is Ursula von der Leyen. So she's from Germany. Getting my point? So remember this thing, that they have the power. So currently Germany's Ursula von der Leyen, now she is the president of European Commission. Getting my point? Now one more thing as I would like to tell you, that unlike national parliaments, clear, जैसे national parliaments में क्या होता है, हर जो नेशन की पार्लियामेंट होती है वहां पर लॉज को प्रपोज किया जाता है, बट यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट के पास ऐसा पावर नहीं है. So unlike national parliament, European parliament does not have the right to propose laws. तो इनका काम क्या होता है? They only negotiate. Getting my point? So they can only negotiate those laws proposed by European Executive Commission. Getting my point? ये सिर्फ क्या करते हैं? नेगोशिएट करते हैं. जो लॉज बनाता कौन है? जो लॉज प्रपोज किए जाते हैं एग्जीक्यूटिव यूरोपियन कमीशन के द्वारा. So European Parliament has the right to negotiate on the laws which are proposed by Executive European Commission. This much is clear to all of you. तो ये चीजें ध्यान रखिएगा. Now, apart from this, if you see the composition and the procedure, तो procedure क्या है? तो हमें इस procedure को समझने के लिए ये जानना होगा that how many members are there overall in European Parliament. So let me tell you the procedure. Now as you can see here, the procedure, that European Parliament comprises 720 members. Remember this thing. Now European Parliament, it comprises 720 members and they are elected every 5 years. Yes, they are elected every 5 years. Now जब ये इलेक्ट हो जाते हैं, दैट मींस दीज मेंबर्स ऑफ यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट, जब 720 मेंबर्स इलेक्ट हो जाते हैं, तब इनका काम क्या होता है? आफ्टर देयर इलेक्शन, दीज मेंबर्स ऑफ यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट दे इलेक्ट देयर प्रेसिडेंट. तब ये इलेक्ट करते हैं अपने प्रेसिडेंट का, और उस प्रेसिडेंट का टेन्योर क्या होता है? द टेन्योर ऑफ दैट प्रेसिडेंट इज 2.5 years, दैट इज 2.5 years. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? देन आफ्टर दैट, अब वोटिंग प्रोसीजर समझ लीजिए. सो देयर आर 27 मेंबर स्टेट्स. आउट ऑफ 27 मेंबर स्टेट, इन 21 मेंबर स्टेट, पीपल एज 18 एंड अबव दे कैन वोट. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो इन 21 मेंबर स्टेट, पीपल हु आर अबव 18 दे कैन वोट. नाउ अब मान लीजिए कोई इंसान जर्मनी का है, बट वो अभी कहां पर रह रहा है? काम वो कर रहा है इटली में. क्लियर? तो इस चीज के लिए क्या प्रोविजन है? So citizens living in another EU country, they can choose to vote for candidate either from their country of origin or from their country of resident. तो मान लीजिए कोई अगर जर्मनी का इंसान है और इटली में रह रहा है काम की वजह से, तो या तो वो अपने कंट्री के इंसान को इलेक्ट कर सकता है या जहां वो रह रहा है वहां के मेंबर को इलेक्ट कर सकता है. क्लियर? दिस इज अनदर प्रोसीजर. नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, in some of the members, now in some member states, voters can only choose closed list. Yes, voters के पास ज्यादा preferences नहीं होती है कुछ member states में. Getting my point? They have only closed lists. उसी में से उनको choose करना होता है. That means their voters, they are not allowed to change the order of preferred candidates. बट बाकी स्टेट्स में क्या होता है? इन अदर स्टेट दे कैन सेलेक्ट इंडिविजुअल कैंडिडेट इन प्रेफरेंशियल सिस्टम अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर प्रेफरेंसेस. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? नाउ अब सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो एलिजिबिलिटी होती है वोट करने की, दैट ऑल कैंडिडेट्स मस्ट बी ऑफ ईयू सिटीजंस. सो जितने भी कैंडिडेट्स हैं उन्हें ईयू सिटीजन होना जरूरी है. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? एंड वोटर्स मे चूज इंडिविजुअल कैंडिडेट्स ऑल्सो, or from political parties also, delegates also. So these things depend on their country. Clear? So these things are depending on their country of origin. Getting my point? So these are the procedures. Clear? तो ये कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं जो हमें समझनी होंगी विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द इलेक्शन ऑफ यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट. अब एक चीज याद रखिएगा, जब एक बार कोई इंसान इलेक्ट हो जाता है यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में, गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? So once they are elected, so politicians of each nation, they will have to flow to European group and that group will form parliament. मान लीजिए जर्मनी से जो इंसान इलेक्ट हुआ है, अब उसको कहां पर जाना पड़ेगा? यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? बेस्ड ऑन पॉलिटिकल ओरिएंटेशंस। और एक और चीज मैं अगर आपको बताऊं, सो इलेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल्स, अब मान लीजिए कोई फॉर एग्जाम्पल if there is a person who is also a parliamentarian in its nation and that parliamentarian also contested for European Parliament, तो अब जब वो यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में आएगा तब वो अपने नेशन के पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम में या अपने नेशन की जो पोस्ट उसने हेल्ड की हुई थी उसको वो छोड़ना पड़ेगा। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? So these are some important procedures with respect to European Parliament, as you can see here. Now see, once they are elected, so politicians from each nation will flow to the European groups and they will form European Parliament. So those 720 members. Getting my point? So these things are based on political orientations. Now another important thing, that elected individuals cannot hold functions in national government. तब वो अपने national government में कोई भी function hold नहीं कर सकते, कोई भी position hold नहीं कर सकते हैं. Getting my point? Or any political bodies. Clear? So at political bodies, if you are a member of European Parliament, then you can also not hold a position in even European Union Commission. Getting my point? So this is the relevance of European Union Parliament. So I hope the procedure with respect to the election of European Parliament is clear to all of you. So just go through all these things. So these things, now the questions can be asked in your prelims examination in the form of statements. Thank you so much.